Clara's fridge broke in the middle of summer. She had $100 and no backup plan. But what she did next didn't just fix her fridge, it changed her whole life. Clara, a 28-year-old single mom working part-time, has turned extreme frugality into an art, a lifestyle built on financial freedom through downsizing and smart swaps. She's not just surviving, she's thriving. From trading meals with neighbors to fixing her own clothes, Clara has built a life full of smart choices and small victories. In a world where prices keep rising, her story shows how living with less can actually mean living better. These are her secrets, and they just might change your life. Today, many people around the world are struggling to keep up with the rising cost of living. Groceries, rent, and energy bills are more expensive than ever. But wages haven't grown much, especially for part-time and low-income workers. This has made life harder for many women like Clara, who work hard but still live paycheck to paycheck. Frugal living isn't new. It helped families survive during the Great Depression in the 1930s and again during the 2008 recession. But in 2025, it looks different. It's not just about cutting costs. It's about being smart, creative, and building a support system. People like Clara are proving that you don't need a big income to live a good life. With a few clever tricks and a strong mindset, you can take control of your money and your future. These new ways of living are more important now than ever before. In their small coastal apartment, Clara and her daughter live with purpose, not pressure. Every morning, she wakes up early to pack a simple lunch. Usually leftovers she turned into something new. She grinds her own coffee beans and makes a homemade almond milk latte instead of spending $5 at a cafe. Clara works part-time at a bookstore and picks up extra cash by helping neighbors with online grocery orders. She doesn't see herself as poor. She sees herself as smart. Clara says, it's not about having less. It's about using what you have better. Her favorite place to shop isn't the mall. It's a local thrift store where she finds clothes and home goods at a fraction of the price. She's taught herself to sew, cook in bulk, and even fix small appliances using YouTube. Clara's not only saving money, she's building a life that feels strong, calm, and in control. She doesn't try to copy others. Instead, she focuses on what truly matters to her, her daughter's future, their health, and their peace of mind. Clara's lifestyle is proof that with the right mindset, living on less can be a choice, not a struggle. So, how does Clara stretch $100 farther than most stretch $1,000? It starts with her neighbors. Clara's 6 frugal living secrets that actually work. Clara doesn't follow the usual money-saving tips. She's created her own smart system that helps her save money, live better, and stay happy. These are her favorite frugal living tips, clever, creative, and made for real life in 2025. 1. Utility swap network. Instead of paying high electric bills, Clara talks to neighbors about when to use appliances. Together, they plan laundry or cooking times during cheaper hours of the day. With smart meters, some energy companies offer discounts during off-peak times. Clara checks her phone app to know the best times to use power. She even swaps tips with others in a local chat group. Ask your power company if they have time of use rates. Use your washing machine or dishwasher at night to save more. But frugality isn't just about saving, it's about creating. Here's how Clara turned old clothes into a community-powered style studio. 2. Upcycle clothing lab. Clara doesn't buy new clothes unless she really has to. Instead, she shops at thrift stores and turns old outfits into stylish new ones. She learned basic sewing from YouTube and now fixes her own clothes. Sometimes, she and her friends meet up to swap clothes or work on fun fashion repair projects. Learn a few simple stitches. Refresh old clothes by adding patches or cutting sleeves. Host a clothing swap with friends. 3. Local market meal swaps. Cooking for 1 or 2 people can be costly. Clara solved this by joining a small meal circle. She and 3 neighbors each cook a big dish once a week, then share portions with each other. It saves time and money and keeps meals exciting. Find friends or family to join a meal swap. Focus on meals that freeze well, like soups or pasta bakes. 4. Secondhand tech circles. When Clara's phone broke, she didn't rush to buy a new one. She used a local Facebook group where people trade or sell used tech. She traded a working tablet for a decent smartphone. These small tech circles help people upgrade without spending much. Look for tech exchange groups in your area. List items you don't use. You might find a trade that works. 5. Skillshare mini businesses. Clara has a hobby, baking sourdough bread. She started teaching neighbors how to make it too, charging a small fee for classes in her kitchen. This little side hustle gives her extra money with zero startup costs. Do you have a skill? Cooking, hair braiding, fixing bikes? Offer short lessons to friends or neighbors for a small fee. 6. Green thrift home upgrades. Clara wanted to cut her water and energy bills. She found used rainwater barrels online and learned to install them herself. She also bought secondhand solar lights for her porch. These eco-friendly tricks save money and help the planet. Start small. Look for solar-powered lights or energy-saving bulbs at thrift shops. Collect rainwater for garden use if allowed in your area. Clara's frugal lifestyle is full of smart, creative ideas. She doesn't feel limited. She feels free. And her unique approach is inspiring more people to try a new way of living with less, but enjoying more. A 2024 U.S. Federal Reserve report shows 79% of adults changed spending habits to cope with rising prices, and nearly half lived paycheck to paycheck. In 2023, the global sharing economy reached nearly $288 billion US dollars, projected to grow to $1.4 trillion US dollars by 2030, making peer-to-peer sharing a major saving tool. Studies find that smart meters help cut household energy use by 3 to 5%, reducing bills and easing pressure on low-income families. These numbers show a global trend. People are adapting to higher living costs by sharing, budgeting cleverly, and using smart tech. In emergencies, like unexpected vet bills or broken fridges, these habits give women like Clara breathing room and hope. With simple community tools and modern solutions, frugality becomes a smart, long-lasting lifestyle, not just a way to survive. Clara's journey hasn't always been easy. Some days, she feels left out when friends go out to eat or plan trips she can't afford. At times, frugal living can feel lonely. She remembers skipping a birthday dinner because she didn't want to admit she couldn't pay for her meal. That night, she cried, but the next morning she got back up. She reminds herself why she does this: peace of mind, less debt, and a better future for her daughter. Slowly, Clara built a small circle of friends who also live simply. They support each other, share tips, and never judge. Now, instead of feeling left behind, Clara feels proud. She's learned how to live below her means without giving up what matters most. The hard days still come, but she knows she's not alone. Her journey shows that strength doesn't come from money, it comes from mindset. Clara's not alone. Across the world, more families are embracing stealth wealth habits and swapping expensive routines for resourceful ones. Here's how you can do the same. Want to start living like Clara? Here's a simple guide to help you take the first steps toward a smart, frugal life. Pick one area to focus on. Start small. Choose food, clothing, or energy bills. Don't try to do everything at once. Find free or low-cost tools. Search for local apps, free online classes, or nearby community groups. Many people are sharing resources. Swap instead of shop. Try trading clothes, tools, or skills with neighbors or friends. You'll save money and build trust. Track your progress. Write down your weekly spending, savings, and how you feel. This keeps you motivated. Use what you save wisely. Put savings into an emergency fund or treat yourself to something small but meaningful, like a relaxing day at home. Every small step adds up to a stronger, calmer, more confident life. Clara's way of living isn't just about saving money, it's about building a better life. By choosing frugal habits, she's creating a home filled with peace, purpose, and freedom. Remember, you don't need a big income to live well. You just need to think differently and act wisely. You can do the same. Start with one small change. Say no to pressure and yes to what matters most. When more people live like Clara, simple, smart, and strong, the world becomes a better place for everyone. Clara's journey proves that a powerful life doesn't need a powerful paycheck. If you're ready to take back control and stop chasing more, start where she did. Watch until the end to see how one small choice turned into lasting financial freedom. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.